Hey, we're on air. Hey, everybody. Welcome to GameHounds Happy Endings. This is our post-show show.
So much for my happy ending.
It's a happy beginning.
Not what you thought it would be.
And now you guys get to hear in all of its live glory Nick's shitty connection.
Oh, yes. People will be able to hear that.
Everybody,
See, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hear anything.
all right, now everybody be quiet so you can hear what I have to deal with and have to take out of the podcast is Nick's shitty connection.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna play the podcast through my speakers.
No, don't do that. You hear that? Like, yeah, that's Nick's shitty connection. Yeah, show just got done. Man, it always seems at the end of the show I run out of steam, and then I get a bunch of food and some Diet Coke into me, and then I'm right back into it.
Hey, I'm trying to find the chat on here. I'm on the computer. I can't find the chat.
Okay, the chat. What you will do, and if you're listening, the way to do it is to go to the GameHounds Happy Ending episode, and down in the lower right-hand corner, you will see a black speech bubble. In fact, Black Sphere Void is already in. Hey!
I don't see a black speech bubble.
There's a black speech bubble. You have to go into the episode.
I am.
All right.
I see messages on the wall.
No. You have to... let's see. Let me do it so that you can see it. Spreaker.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nick found it.
I see it.
I'm on the episode.
And you see the Black Sphere Void.
Good.
Yeah, Black Sphere Void says that you want to make a shitty love connection. That's his shit. That's why Nick can't get laid.
I still don't see that.
All right, so if you go
into... Oh, wait, okay. Oh, wait.
Yeah, bottom right corner of the
bottom
screen.
right-hand corner of your screen.
Okay.
You see this speech bubble? And it says 5 now? You got 5 people listening. Woohoo!
Yeah, so what is it? It's way down.
Yeah.
Like, it's on the player at the bottom.
On the player at the very bottom, black speech bubble.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Black Sphere Void says, my screen's messed up, but I can type and not read. That's weird. Well, that's all right. You don't need to read. Just need to listen.
I dated a girl like that one time.
And Jason is in here. Hey, Jason. And Dave. Who the fuck is Dave?
He's some cool guy.
Some idiot.
I don't know. This is kind of fun. I'm actually kicking back. I put on my hockey broadcast headset so I don't have to be hunched over the desktop pretending I'm working. I'm just kind of kicking back.
Yeah.
Just kind of letting it all hang out. You know what I mean?
All right. So let's see. What did we say that we were going to talk about in the show?
Look, can I talk about my safe game?
Your safe game?
Yeah, the safe cracker game.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so I played it on Steam. It's a few years old. Actually, it's a lot of years old. It was like $5. But I was like, I'm looking for something just to kind of kick around and play. So I'm playing this safe cracker game, and it's point and click. It was really kind of cool. You just click the mouse and you walk in the room and do this. And I think they said there was 35 different safes to crack. Okay, so if you're looking for a fun little puzzle game, this was good. However, it was definitely a case of I had to call up the walkthrough to get through it.
Yeah.
There was no way I was going to get through this game without help. And the walkthrough I found was actually pretty cool because it gave you a couple of clues, and then it said if you want to solve it, just click here. And so you click on a puzzle and you're like, okay, either you saw what you wanted to do or you didn't see what you needed to do. And this walkthrough was pretty good. And some of the puzzles I got right away. Some of them I needed a hint. There were some that I knew what to do. Like they had a Sudoku one. Is that how you say it?
Sudoku.
Yeah, where you had to like get all the numbers to match. So I knew what to do. And after like 5 minutes or so of clicking around, I just gave up and just, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do.
Black Sphere Void says, I have a safe game. Of course, it involves handcuffs, a ball gag, and a safe word. Boom, boom.
That's not a very safe game.
So what is your safe word, Nick? Do you have a safe
Mine?
word? Yeah. Everybody should have a safe word. You guys don't have a
I
safe
don't
word?
need one. Only wimps have a safe word.
Mine is ouch. So anyway, so this safe game, I was pretty proud that I got through some of the puzzles myself, and some of the puzzles with the help of the game. Some of them I just got lucky. You just start clicking around and it kind of worked. There was a complete the circuit puzzle on there, but they had this one puzzle. No, it wasn't even a puzzle. It was just like you had to put in a number to open the safe, and it says the clue was. It was in a letter you read. It said something about the solution to open a safe is 8 nm below the buttercup color. And I Googled it and this and that and whatever. And turns out you had to know the number, the specific number for gold in the spectrum.
Oh,
and take the top
in the
number.
periodic table?
No, not even that. It was I forget what it was called, but like blue was like 200 to 250, and green was 250 to 270, and the gold was like 253 to 270. How the hell would you know that? It wasn't, and there was nowhere in the game was like there a chart on the wall that had that stuff.
That's kind of cool, actually. Makes you
No,
really
it wasn't
work
cool.
for it.
No, it wasn't cool because you had to go outside the game,
Right.
to figure it out, and I don't want to have to start Googling charts and scientific charts and figure out what number in the spectral analysis gold is to solve a puzzle. I thought that was pretty lame.
Yeah. Jason Webb wants to know, do you play the safe game with your fun hand?
I knew this happy endings was going to be a bad idea.
It took up all of, 6 minutes and 50 seconds for the fun hand to get mentioned.
Jeeves Gravis.
We really should make the
That's
fun
the
hand
fun.
like a co-host or something.
I did because I could.
Yeah, it is.
I could double click so fast with the fun hand. It's not even funny.
Can it talk?
Huh?
Can you hear the sound of one hand clapping?
Oh, that's gross. Welcome to Happy Endings. All right, so what did I do to Goalie's
I guess
World?
we're done talking about my save game because no one wants to hear about it. Everybody's just making fun of me.
Well, yeah, I mean, we only have 30 minutes. We're 7 minutes in. Bubba?
Oh, gee. All right, so tell us about BioShock, one of you guys.
Well, you mean
No,
me?
he can't talk about BioShock because it's all full of spoilers and I haven't played it. I'll get it this week.
Yes.
All right, well,
it's really, really good.
All right, well, Nick, talk without spoiling it. What have you enjoyed about it?
I really enjoy the story. There's one aspect of it that really disappointed me, but I can't actually get into that unless I spoil the hell of it, so I won't. But looking back, the world itself is really, really fascinating, and not just like the world building, but the kind of little details that it puts in there that are relevant to the nature of the universe that you're not quite aware of in the beginning. Like, it's really amazing going through a second time and seeing how many, not double entendres so much, but like how much double meaning there is in a lot of what you see and a lot of what you hear, even in just casual conversation. It's really impressive. Just how well thought out and how dense this world is.
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw it, it was up in the air, and I didn't know what to think. I was like, yeah, Then some of the early press coming in was like, yeah, this is going to be kind of lame. Because Under the Ocean was kind of neat, but realistically, a city kind of floating in the air. And then you see some of the detail in the buildings up there, and you're like, where do they get the wood in the glass for this stuff? You know what I mean? Do they send a shuttle?
They have a reason. There's a whole reason Columbia is built and exists.
Well, yeah, but like my initial thoughts were, how do they fix anything? I mean, they can't grow trees in the sky. So they must obviously have a secret shuttle that goes down to Earth and gets what they need. So they seceded from the world, but they go back when they need stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nick can't say anything. He's having such a hard time talking around the spoilers.
I don't know what I should say and what I shouldn't say.
Yeah, don't. That's the hard. I promise this week I'll play it so that you guys can talk about it.
I found there was a lot more combat.
There is a lot of combat, and it's actually funny how many articles there are about people saying this game is great, but the combat really feels out of place. It's
Really?
like, yeah, violence way.
Yeah.
It's really oddly violent in aspects, and it's
I
kind
didn't
of
play
fun.
the first two, but I did see the wife play it. And you fought the splices once in a while, but it just seemed like this. You as soon as you got up in the clouds, you were fighting right away.
Well, there's actually a really nice long intro where you're not doing any combat, and that's really really good. But then, like once it gets into the combat, it
Now
cranks
is
it up to 11.
yeah okay now. So she's still probably in somewhat. She just got the girl. Okay, she just bumped
Okay.
in the girl. So and she's still fighting her way out of everything. Does it ever get to a point where you can take your breath and just say and stop fighting and kind of look around?
Yeah, there are some sections where you basically come to this like kind of open area that's filled with shops and stuff, and you have an ability to wander around and either just go straight ahead. Well, see, with her, if she goes straight ahead to the objective, then obviously it'll just be from one fight to another to another. But there are times where you enter big open areas that you can just explore and scrounge around for supplies and see how Elizabeth reacts to things, because that's also one of the great joys of the game, I think, is seeing her wander around and interact with the environment. It's actually not so much that you're interacting with the environment. It's fascinating watching her interact with the environment.
Ah,
Black Sphere Void says, I'm about 20 minutes after the song of the Senator's Son, and Iruga just joined us from Britain. Hello, Iruga. Hey, welcome. So yeah, the song Senator's Son.
Song Senator's Son.
20 minutes after
I don't
the song
know that.
Senator's Son.
But yeah, music kind of plays not so much an important role, but a really nice detail. I don't know music, like I'm not a big music person, so all of that stuff went right over my head.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, the first time you see people singing, if you know the song they're singing, that's a real cool moment. I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't know what song they were singing, so it's just like, oh yeah, people singing a song.
Void
Okay.
is saying, watch Elizabeth at the beach.
Okay.
That, I guess you haven't either hit the beach or you didn't do that.
Oh no, I've been to the beach twice.
Okay. Yeah, he said watch Elizabeth at the beach.
Okay, maybe that's the dance.
don't know.
Don't know either.
So
Anyway.
you played some Borderlands 2, the new Vault Hunter Deluxe 2.0.
Yeah, the Ultimate Vault Hunter. It's essentially the same game. What's nice is that at the beginning, and Black Sphere Void says the beach is early on, by the way. I know. But when you went from regular mode to Vault Hunter mode, the old hard mode, you had to go through the whole thing again, where you're at the crash of the train, and then you have to crawl through, and you have to start. This one, thank God they didn't make me do that again. But it starts off where you have gone through the train area, and you fought the Bullymong, and you've got Claptrap's eye in your hand, and you start off at, what's the name of that very first town in the snow where you meet Hammerlock. So yeah, you start right there, and it makes you realize how good that game is, because it's fucking hard. Boom Boom kicks your ass. And what I like about it is that, especially on these early stages, I played it with M-Hawk, that you have to be far much more of a tactical shooter when you're in a group. Shut up, Dave. I hate you. But it's a tactical shooter now. It turns it into a tactical shooter, where if you're in a group, like...
Really? Because when I played it mostly solo, it was not a tactical anything.
No, you really can't do this solo. No way. No way can you do this solo. The Ultimate Vault Hunter.
Okay, so you're talking about in groups.
Right, as a group.
Okay.
When you see somebody that shows up and that person has like a shield, you have to hit that person with as much electricity as possible to get the shield off, and then switch to flame so that you can get them down the rest of the way. Black Sphere Void says we need a claptrap safe game with handcuffs, ball gang, and no safe word.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, wait. Did you see, you know Poker Night at the Inventory? Do you know of that game?
No.
I heard about it.
It's a poker game that Telltale makes.
Uh-huh.
You know, the guys that made The Walking Dead and
Right.
Monkey
Salmon
Island and all
Maps.
that.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a poker game filled with random characters. The first Poker Night had Tycho from Penny Arcade.
Neat.
Oh god, I'm completely blanking on all the other characters. Anyways, point is, the sequel is going to have Claptrap, GLaDOS,
Oh.
Ash from Evil Dead.
Yeah, but I heard it's not going to be Ash. It's not going to be
It's
No, it's not Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
voice.
Jenner or whatever his name is.
Campbell.
And then there's Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers.
Neat.
And I think there's one other character, but I can't remember.
Oh, Telltale
But
is
I
so
thought-
good.
Claptrap there is going to be great. And I can't wait to see him talk with GLaDOS.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I would
Oh,
love
I
to see
gotta pick that up.
Mrs. Lefty Brown at the table with those guys.
Oh, God.
That'd be awesome. Imagine her trying to talk to Claptrap.
Iruga is very enthusiastic. I think he's enthusiastic about, I don't know if it's, are you enthusiastic about the poker game or about the safe
Miss
game?
Lefty playing the poker game.
It's Lefty playing the game. I think Black Sphere says, I think Claptrap would push Glands farther into his GLaDOS and farther into his sanity. Jason Webb says, nice blanking, nothing unusual
No, it says
there.
Nick blanking.
Oh, Nick blanking, sorry. Old
No.
eyes.
There's
Oh
nothing.
yeah, Iruga. Yeah, he's enthusiastic about Brock from Venture Brothers. Brock's awesome. Awesome.
I like Brock Landers. You guys know Brock Landers?
No.
No.
Yeah, he was in he's Brock Landers. You don't know Brock Landers?
No. What part of it? No, don't you get?
From Boogie Nights?
I never saw Boogie Nights.
Oh.
Sorry, dude.
You haven't seen Boogie Nights?
Not all the
I've
way
seen
through.
parts of
I've seen
Boogie
parts of
Nights.
Boogie Nights.
The long pots?
I've seen the good parts. Of Boogie
I
Nights.
saw the prosthetic penis come out on the bathroom counter. I saw that part.
Yeah. Figures you watch that part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's certain things you got to know. It's like the warm apple pie scene in what was the name of that movie?
American Pie.
American Pie. Yeah. Rugus says we all want a bit of Dr. What's his name's girlfriend.
Oh,
The one who
yeah.
talks like
Dr.
this.
Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend. That's it. Dr. Girlfriend.
God, I can't get over that voice.
No, I think she's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hey, whatever happened to Cloud Girlfriend? Did that thing ever take off?
Cloud Girlfriend. What was that?
Remember the company that had fake female Facebook things that would post awesome stuff on your Facebook wall? It was called Cloud
I
Girlfriend.
hope they went out of business.
I don't even remember that.
We talked about that. We did. We talked about Cloud Girlfriend.
They-
where you
I vaguely
sign up
remember
for the
that.
service,
Maybe.
and they
sounds
have
vaguely familiar.
fake chick Facebook, people, and they post like really cool stuff on your wall to make it seem like all these chicks want you. It's called Cloud Girlfriend.
I vaguely remember that. I'm kind of interested to see. You notice at PAX you didn't see. What was the name of that company where you could pay hot girls to play games with you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Whatever happened to them?
Exactly. They probably went to
What the hell was that called? Wasn't it
Oh.
like Game with Chick?
It wasn't. Was it game? It wasn't Gamer Chicks.
No.
Chick Gamer.
No, I can't
No,
remember.
whatever. It's good. It's good we don't remember.
Live
we should
game?
not.
I don't
We
know.
should not be trying to
right.
give them Google.
Right. It was
Oh,
called
Game
Girl.
Crush. Iruga. Yeah.
Was it Girl Crush? He says Girl Crush. Was
I
it
think it's Game Crush.
It's Game Crush. That's right. It was Game Crush.
God
Thank you,
damn it.
Ruga.
Now I'm gonna have to Google that to see if they're still in business.
And
Take
Jason,
it on Kickstarter. We don't want money. We just want some hot chicks.
they're on Kickstander. Oh, boom, boom. Jason Webb says, "Hey guys, who lost the bet at PAX and has to download Fantastic Fivesome?" Nick already downloaded Fantastic Fivesome. No, he didn't download. He just played. You played the demo, right?
Yeah.
What was the bet? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
It was a beer or something like that.
No, we had a bet, and whoever lost it had to. I'm gonna have to. Jason, do you remember what the bet was? See, that's the problem with us is that we're all so old. We have really short-term memory loss, so we can't remember this shit.
Okay, it looks like Game Crush has tried to change into like a dating site for games. There's only like the homepage is nothing but a login with Facebook button.
Uh-huh.
And it says like meet and play real people for real fun, free to browse, thousands of profiles, free to match. So it seems like it's a game of dating site rather than
Got it. Well, like it was anything else other than that.
Well, I guess now the hope is that you don't have to pay people to talk to you.
Aruga says he'll give me £10 to play Uno on Xbox with me. $15? Fuck yeah. I'll totally play it. I'm going to be fully clothed in a burqa, but yeah, I'll do it.
A burqa.
It's the Taliban bit dating service. Jason says that the bet was whoever spewed first or passed out after smelling a fart. Goalie was really nice. He made a point of not smelling, of not farting.
I had
at the
one.
place.
There was one I had.
But you only inflicted that on Nick. I think I was in the other room.
You were on the phone with the manager at the desk trying to
yeah.
pillows and blankets. and I started rocking the curtains. It was hilarious. That was a big room, and I think I got the whole thing covered pretty much.
I didn't smell it. Thank God I did not smell it.
You were chuckling. We were all giddy at that point. It was like 2:30 in the morning.
And we had no beds because the hotel screwed up.
Yeah, but I need pillows and blankets. I'm serious. Oh, speaking of happy ending, do you think we got to get the manager there to?
She was really nice.
She was kind of semi-hot too.
Yeah, no, well, they don't hire anything but hot managers at hotels.
Nice.
Blackstreet Void has to go, and he says, give goalie one to just say hello. Or you got to give goalie one just to say hello. What, a fart? Who knows?
I don't know. I'm thinking beer.
That's true.
Hey, did anybody listen to the China Jade cast that I did when we were testing out?
Oh, yeah. That was good. That
was some good
Who
stuff.
was that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually my sister-in-law. She was sitting next to me, and I was just like, you got a Wii, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, cool. I need to test out my Spreaker app. So,
by the way, do you want to hear what I did to your city?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
City? Okay, so Goalie had this like whole area that was just locked down. It was only 2 cities, him and me, and I was being super good and super careful. And then because there was no cheetah mode, I couldn't. When they would change things, it would take a while for it to take effect, to really see what happened. And in SimCity, you can, if you've got like services over. If you've got an abundance of services in your city, you can send those services to another neighboring city who might need it. And I'm thinking, it'd be nice to goalie. I got like 28 cop cars. I don't need 28 cop cars. I'll send 6 of them over to him. Now, you've had like 6,000 people in your city, and I was up to like 130,000 people in my city. I'm like, I don't really need all these cop cars, so I'll just send them over to you. So then I also sent over my garbage trucks, and I had like 18 garbage trucks. I'm like, I don't need 18. I'll send them over to you. Sent 5 over to you. So then I'd say about an hour later, I figured, I'm just going to leave this city running. So I cheated and got $20 million sitting in my chest because I was running at a huge deficit, and went to bed and woke up the next morning. And what I hadn't realized, and I figured that when you devote services from one city to another, it would only take those services if you needed them, not just automatically. But no, it's if you need them. But it's automatically. So I essentially pulled, I would say, a good 30-40% of my garbage trucks out of my city, sent them over to his 6,000 person city. So pretty much everybody had his own garbage truck. And What ended up happening was that that was not enough trucks to cover my garbage in my city. And I polluted all of the groundwater, completely covered the place. It's just overflowing garbage everywhere. And when I woke up the next morning, I had like 30,000 people in my city. And the place was just completely piled with garbage.
So you killed 70,000 people through pollution.
Yes, I either killed them. I had to I had to create a high-rise hospital to deal with all of the sick and dying.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you create a high-rise building where the rich people got to stay up on the top and the poor people at the bottom?
No, you can't. They don't create buildings like that. You have to grow organically. But I had a bunch of high-rise, beautiful golden towers for our rich people. And by then I came back, there was just rubble everywhere. So of course my crime rate went up, and of course all of my crime also went over to Goaly's neighborhood. So now his place is infested with criminals.
Oh, I know. It was like Soylent Green.
So just turned it into a fucking apocalypse, and I had no idea that just sending a couple.
I didn't know because I haven't played. Last time I played SimCity, I think was on my 286 SX or something like that back in the day.
Right.
And I didn't know that it kept on going after you stopped playing.
Yeah, it keeps going. It won't kill your city, but it kind of keeps it going more or less. Yeah, it'll do that.
Because you told me that. Because I haven't played that city. Nothing should be wrong.
Yeah.
Well.
No, and mostly because I left mine running overnight. So, of course, everything bad that could happen did happen. And that was when I turned my city into a steaming pile of garbage. And then, of course, once you clean it up, that doesn't actually clean it up. You have to plant trees and the trees die. And then you replant the trees and the trees die. And so it's a big environmental wasteland right now. So, sorry, Goalie, I fucked up your city.
Yeah, well, that's all right. That's my first one. I'm not too worried about it. I'm working on other ones, hopefully.
Aruga says Kim Jong-il treated his people with more love than eating. Yeah, it's true. It's kind of true. So I learned an important lesson three important lessons. Is SimCity, as far as from a coding standpoint, is fucking amazing. Just to think of sending off a couple of garbage trucks would create all this cascading issues of crime and ground pollution, and how that affected the water treatment, how that affected the hospitals, how that affected the amount of germs. It just was huge.
It's almost too much. It really is.
It's really impressive, but it's impressive from a coding point of view. Somebody had to write all that shit and just created this living kind of AI being. Second thing that I found out is don't do anything every little decision you have to make. You need to make little decisions. Don't make any big grandiose decisions. And if you do, don't leave it running overnight. I've done that twice, and both times have ended up.
What do you do? Hit pause? You got to hit pause?
No, I leave the computer running, turn it on to fast speed, get enough money going, and then because if you're running a deficit, if you're running a surplus, if you're actually making money on the city, then just let it run. Go to bed. Just leave it running all night long. And that's a bad idea because I've done it twice. Both times have ended in nothing but tears. The first time was when I created the nuclear wasteland in Funhand, and that was when I had the meltdown of the nuclear reactor. And then the second time was the garbage apocalypse.
I can't get any big buildings. I still have suburbia going on. You and Moose have these huge towers and the whole bit, and I'm over there, and it's just sitting here.
Well, A, you're running it on slow. That's one of the problems. You got to speed it up. And B, you got to do some things like putting in parks. If you put in, seriously, if you've got people there, I was looking at your city and looking at your density. If you threw in a park in a couple of places, immediately those things would go to medium density because you're still in low density all the way along. Jason Webb wants to know if I downloaded the new advertising DLC, the Nissan Leaf. Apparently, it's a charging station for Nissan Leafs. I didn't. I was talking to M-Hawk. Hey, M-Hawk, I know you're listening because you said you would. He downloaded it, and he was like, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see if there's any Nissan Leafs. And it's like you put it in, but you don't actually see any Nissan Leafs coming in and out of it. So So yeah, I didn't. I have no time for that kind of bullshit. Sorry. If it was a small developer that had that kind of advertising, I'd be all over it. But
I think it's cool.
EA
I think it's cool.
I don't mind that kind of in-game.
I mean, if it's free,
I think that's fine.
If it's
Yeah, it was
free,
free.
and I can put it in there. I mean, like if they had a McDonald's, I could put it in there. I'd put one in.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
maybe. I don't know.
Well, even then, it's like it's a city.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's supposed to have things like that.
Exactly, Nick.
All right, fine.
It makes sense.
You
Put
guys,
her in
It's like
you guys always gang up on me with the farts and everything else. Just always
Yeah,
gang up on
yeah.
me. You just hate me. You do.
we do.
No, we just use you.
That's what girls are for. Yeah. The
No, actually, speaking of SimCity, guess what it is on Metacritic?
what?
Speaking about good games, under 80 on Metacritic.
Really? Well, that's probably because of all the server issues.
It's
in the
about
beginning.
70, I would guess, because of the server issues.
No,
What?
65.
Ooh, yeah, but that's server issues.
I've heard other people talk about just the simulation is not what they were hoping for.
I'm right there with you, Jason. He says he downloaded it and has no goddamn room to put it. Yes,
Yeah,
I have the same problem.
Yeah, I mean, the SimCity back in the day was a big area.
Yeah.
Now, you have to like play 2 or 3 small different cities.
Right, and on top of it, it's like your resources are limited to each of your cities, so that you have to have the whole region going and all working together. Like on my city with you, is I've run out of water. I back up to 130,000 people, but I've run out of water. I don't have any, and I need you to get back on so you can send me some of your water because my people are about to all die.
I couldn't figure it out because when I was playing with Moose, me and Moose played, and it said, you have plenty of water and Moose needs water. Let him know. I couldn't figure out how to let him know.
All you had to do is just, send a message. And the upper right-hand corner of the chat window just says, hey, Moose, I have water. That's all it is. It's nothing.
So you physically have to tell the person.
You don't have to, because what happens is that if Moose needs the water, he can look up and it will say in the corner that Gully has this much water available at this much
that's
money.
what I'm saying. So in the game, there's nowhere in the game that I could sell it to him. He has to actually buy it.
Right.
Okay, because I saw him the next day at hockey, and I was like, Moose, I got water for you, but I don't know how to get it to you. He goes, I actually got to buy it from you. You know?
Yeah, right. Hey, we got one of the Ouijas in, Tor Edvard Johansson. He says SimCity's out on Mac June 11th. Yeah, we talked about it actually in the show that we recorded earlier. Yeah, I'm very excited that the Mac users can now experience all the bullshit we had to deal with on the PC.
Now, can
Yes, Blacksphere, I think you're right. You're better off staying with SimCity 2000.
I kind of wish that I could had SimCity 2000 now.
That was a fun one.
That
I
was
know.
a good one.
That was a good one. Now, if you're playing on Mac and I'm playing on PC, can we still play together, or is it exclusive to
That's
PC,
a good question. I don't know if it's going to be cross-platform. I would think it's going to be cross-platform because they just would use this. They aren't going to create all new servers, would they? For Mac servers versus PC servers?
That I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Oh, hey, speaking of EA, you saw that EA was rated once again as the worst company in America.
Yeah, and you see the response?
What? No, I didn't. What did they
Think about
say?
it.
No, we're not. Nah. That was their response.
Yeah, well, they're like, the
I'm
tallest
rubber,
trees
you're
catch
glue.
the most wind. And a lot of this has to do with people being upset that we allow same-sex relationships in
That's such
Old Republic.
bullshit.
I know, it is.
Oh, my God.
What?
That EA would say that the reason why they were rated as one of the worst companies in America is because they give benefits to same-sex couples. That's such bullshit.
No, I mean, in the games, you can, have same-sex relationships.
Oh, but even
Yeah.
so, that's bullshit. That's not... that's bullshit.
No, it is bullshit. And what's great is the consumerists, the guys that put on the poll, actually have a response to them where they're like, no, this is it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's 2 years. Last 2 years, you've had this problem. And by the way,
Yeah.
SimCity sucked.
And Peter Moore was like, oh, microtransactions. No, people like them. We have millions of people using microtransactions. And the consumerists came out and said, well, just because people are letting you nickel and dime them doesn't mean you should. Everything in the consumerists' response was great. And it's like, yeah.
The Consumerist
you,
is
yeah.
really a good online site. Have you ever watched Reddit, Goalie?
No.
It's hilarious to kind of keep up with. I would probably check in with it maybe twice a week or so just to kind of see what's going on. Essentially, all the people that are getting dicked over by companies. Yep.
Did you see the reveal of Battlefield 4?
No. Fuck you, Dave. Shut up, Dave.
That Dave guy, he's
That
such a
Dave.
troublemaker.
I know, it's just a troll.
Best thing about
You
this
gotta-
place?
you should
No
ban him.
Dave. Oh my God! Shut up, Dave. Best part of Borderlands 2. You know what the best thing about this place? Not being a girl. Don't you remember him
What was that?
from
Oh,
Borderlands?
yes,
Dave.
yes.
That was not lost on me that his name was Dave.
That was awesome. That was.
Oh my God, shut up,
laughed
Dave.
There were many laugh out loud moments. That had to be the loudest laugh out.
Yeah,
loud
no,
moment.
that was by far the best part of that game.
Oh, there goes Dave's house. Now let's try it with a shield on.
Oh, that's right, Dave.
Dave.
He was a wise guy.
Tiny Tina. Riga says Tiny Tina's best thing about Borderlands. I don't know. Dave is pretty hilarious.
Dave was a quick city, quick laugh.
That
Tiny
was-
Tina
Tiny-
went on and on and on.
Anyway, you were saying, I'm sorry, I was so rudely interrupted you, Nick. What were you talking about? I can't remember. It was just blah, 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 blah. See, I hate you too.
Oh, the Battlefield 4?
Oh, Battlefield 4 reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like Battlefield 4. That's kind of it.
Thanks,
I was
Nick,
watching
for that.
going,
Back to
Oh.
you, Dave.
Yeah. No,
but hey, it's EA stuff, and you're talking about EA.
Yeah.
EA.
Nick, you couldn't get a country chick if you had a lasso and a 12-pack of Schlitz. Let me tell you.
Schlitz. Do they even make Schlitz anymore?
Schlitz is awesome.
Do they? Did they have it out there?
They still have Schlitz, yeah.
Do they? I mean, because we don't have it out here.
Yeah, you got to dig hard to find it, but you can find it's like Tab. You can still find both.
Yeah, Nick, this says how long it's been on the. It hasn't been on the West Coast. Nick doesn't even know what a Schlitz is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Schlitz was
Fine Milwaukee beer.
Schlitz was Budweiser in the early 70s.
Yeah.
It was the king of beers.
It was the king of shitty beers. Schlitz?
No, it wasn't.
Schlitz malt liquor. Yeah.
No, this is before my drinking days, but from what I hear from people who are slightly older than me, that Schlitz was a great beer back in the day, and then they either were bought out or sold or something happened, and something changed. And it just obviously went downhill fast, and Budweiser
And
came in.
that's saying a lot because Schlitz was not exactly a fine beer to start off with. They didn't have far to fall.
Now, why do you got to wreck my story? I had a really
sorry.
good story going. The audience here in the chat room was listening to my story, and you come in and you muddy it up. It's like you wreck everything I do. You wreck SimCity, you wreck my stories, everything I do.
I am Godzuki. I come in and destroy your Japanese cities.
I had a Godzilla go through my SimCity too.
You did?
Yeah, it was hilarious. I took a video of it actually.
Have you had the alien abductions?
No, a couple of probes, but no.
Oh, the best thing is that when you get the aliens, this happened once in Fun Hand. It was awesome. Is the aliens are coming along, and what they'll do is they'll abduct people, and then they'll steal something. They'll just steal something out of your city, a building or a landmark or a park or something. They came into Fun Hand and they stole all the garbage out of the garbage dump. It was like, yes, awesome, love you, aliens, bye.
What is the worst disaster? I've heard people say that the meteors really screw them over.
Meteors really screw you over. Oh yeah. I mean, by far, the worst disaster is a nuclear meltdown. I will say that authoritatively. But that's a kind of a self-created thing. But as far as the disasters, yeah, the tornado can be really bad. I've only had one of those. But if it hits like your nuclear power plant, then that can be really horrible. Yeah, I think that the meteor shower tends to do the most amount of damage and start fires, which can really put a lot of stress on your city services, your fire department. If you don't have a really good fire department and you have a meteor shower, you're pretty fucked.
So now I thought, could you just burn all the garbage in Fun Hand? Just set it on fire, let it rage.
Well, you can buy an incinerator. That's the best thing to do. But
I meant just like set on fire until the fire department. Nope. Let nature take care of itself.
Yeah, no, actually, yes and no. If you can't set it on fire, but if it catches fire, you can let it burn. But in this game, every action has a consequence. It will pollute your ground badly, really badly. The same thing as just leaving the garbage in the rest of the city, but it's more isolated and more concentrated. Same thing with, like, if you create the garbage dump and then you fill up the garbage dump and then you blow it up and then put another clean one on there, it actually seriously pollutes your groundwater. So, yeah, it's bad.
I like that idea.
No, you can't burn the garbage for energy. I wish you could. Black Sphere Void asked about that in SimCity. Wish you could. So, does anybody want to or care about hearing my poop story? The one that will make you pass out?
No.
It was actually a serious medical condition that I went through over December, when right after I had my surgery.
Didn't we just say no?
That it actually almost caused me to have to go into the hospital. I thought I might die. I was very concerned that I might have to be taken in an ambulance. I never told you guys this, but I kind of had a near-death experience.
All the medication. What would it do? Have a blockage?
Yeah. Essentially, it makes you, painkillers in general, opiates make you constipated. And I was on a lot of opiates, especially at the beginning, and it makes you super constipated. And it's not so bad if your constipation is like, it's not moving, it's just there. But what I had was something that is called an impacted colon, which means that it gets into your colon, and then you try and go to the bathroom, and it's like right there on the edge of coming out, but you can't get it out. And it's just
real good. Death by poop.
It was
that
almost
would suck.
That was actually as I was lying on the bathroom floor, and Kevin's like, "Do you need me to call the ambulance? Do you need me to call the ambulance?" And it was like that was the only reason why I didn't have him call the ambulance, is because if I do not want to die from poop. I don't want to have to explain to somebody that I'm dying from poop. So that was my own embarrassment, and it actually almost killed me. Yeah, it turns your colon into a semicolon. Yeah, exactly. Wow, the one-liners. Dave, you seriously are taking second fiddle right now to Black Sphere Void.
Stop.
He's definitely in the running.
I'm just not, I don't know, man. Talks about your bum hole is just not doing it for me,
Yeah. No, sorry. But you.
So how'd you get it out? Did you dig it out, or what'd you do?
Yeah. It was. Yeah. That's what I had to do.
Dig it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very uncomfortable and very blood. It was the day before Christmas. Very uncomfortable. I was actually went into convulsions because of it. That's how bad it was.
Really?
Yeah. No, I was convulsing on the bathroom floor. That's when Kevin was like, "Do you want me to call the ambulance?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to go to the doctor with a backed up poop hole." But I was literally convulsing.
So were you just lay there until it just shot out, or
no,
what?
It doesn't shoot out. That's the thing. Is it just becomes literally a brick. It's no longer this. It distends your colon so much that it's no longer like a log. It's so big it can't possibly come out.
Ooh.
So you have to go up with
an enema or something.
No enema. I tried an enema, but it's literally so much that you can't. When you put the tip of the enema bottle in, it crams. It's like there's no room. There's no space. It was like having about 6 pounds of clay, just a clay ball in the back of your butt.
Yeah.
So you have to go in with a rubber glove and a lot of mineral oil, and just reach up in and
Start mining.
Start mining. Just grabbing and trying your best to try and get it out. And it was horrible. But when you do that, of course, you're stretching the skin around that area and that breaks. And it's a lot of blood. A lot of blood. You can't believe how much your butt will bleed.
Oh, yeah.
Roto-Rooter. Thank you, Black Square Boy. Actually, Roto-Rooter probably wouldn't have helped at that point.
A Dyson. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was scary. And then, of course, for the next 4 days over Christmas, it was like, I'm hemorrhaging.
Oh.
But it's Christmas, and I'm really not going to go to the doctor right now over Christmas. I got people coming over. I've got to do the Christmas thing. And I didn't want to tell anybody in my family, obviously. So it's like, I'm looking at Kevin, and he's checking, he's looking at me going, how you feeling? How you feeling? He's trying to, like, communicate through eyes. Where husbands and wives will communicate just through their eyes, their looks, trying to see if something's okay. And he'd, like, raise his eyebrows at me, and I'd give him the, like, I'm okay right now. And then I'd I'd disappear, go to the bathroom, come back a little bit later, everybody's in the house, just to go to the bathroom. And then he'd come in and it's like, give me the eye, like, everything okay? And it's like, no, I'm still hemorrhaging. So it was bad.
You were still bleeding?
Oh, yeah. 4 days later.
Oh, jeepers.
No, it was, when I say there was a lot of blood, it means that I literally gave myself a butt episiotomy in order to get this thing out.
Yeah, well, that's pretty serious shit. Pardon the pun.
Yeah, no, you can die of this. That's why I'm saying that's kind of like my public service message. You can die of poop. I almost did, and I kind of did this without ever telling you guys because I just didn't want to do that on the podcast. Yeah, but I figured, happy endings.
Yeah,
this is where we're going to talk about things like poop.
It's a happy ending. The story.
The happy ending is I didn't die from poop.
Yeah, no, I'm going through stomach problems myself, and that's one of the things they say. It's drink tons of water, and if that stuff ever stops and it backs up, especially if it starts, if it gets through your colon and gets in your system, you're just poisoning yourself.
Yeah, don't
deep doo-doo.
Yeah, don't be afraid to just go up there on your own. I mean, you're not supposed to go on your own. They say on the websites. Actually, I was looking into it the day before, and it's like, oh, this is what it is, impacting colon. But they say you shouldn't go and do this on your own because you could, like, tear yourself real bad. But I wasn't in a position where I could do that. It was either get it out now or I'm probably going to go into a coma. It was, and I just, like, all right, we're going to do this as gently as possible. And I wasn't going to make Kevin do it. That was the other thing. It's like if I pass out on the bathroom floor right now, if I was starting to feel faint, I was starting to pass out, and I'm like, if I do this, Kevin's gonna have to do this, and I don't want to do that to him. I do not. That was not part of the vows.
No, I'd be looking at my wife saying, "Sorry, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die." That's kind of what he said. He goes, "What can I do to help?" He goes, "I've got to get this out of me." And he goes, "Well, you better do it yourself, or you're gonna die."
Yeah, I'll finish BioShock for you, but I'm not digging the shit out of your ass.
I'll take over your podcast, but no, that's not going to happen.
No, but that's what they have hospitals for. They get people that love to do that shit.
Yeah.
They would have dug that shit out. They probably got a machine that sucks it all out, but it would have been all set.
No, it's not a machine. You have a doctor that goes in there and does exactly what I just did. In sickness. Yeah, that was definitely in sickness or for worse, but I wasn't in a position to actually hold those lines against him. I wasn't in a position to argue at that point.
I wonder if I found a real hot nurse, if I could say, oh, I need you to go in.
Going deep. Going in. Spot me. Yeah, it makes you appreciate. I've never really appreciated poop as much as I did before. Now,
but I think we all appreciate poop.
Just be thankful to your butthole because that was
Spreaker's going to kick us off after this, right? Spreaker's going to say,
Spreaker's going to be like, "Wow, we promoted this."
Yeah, tweeted that.
They're like,
what were we thinking?
Video game talk from developers, and we got Edie talking about
an impacted colon, almost dying from poo.
Welcome to the Shitcast.
Actually, you guys are the only people I've ever told this story, and it's kind of cleansing for me because this was a point where as close as I have been to a serious going to die. I was on the verge, like I said, on the verge of passing out and going into a coma. And I haven't been able to tell anyone. I didn't tell my parents. The only person who knew was Kevin. So I'm kind of feeling glad that I thank you for being part of my recovery.
I feel so much closer to you right now. I feel
was that
like
a moment? Was that a moment? Awesome.
That was a moment, yeah.
It's the moment we became a team.
Ruga says, glad you got it out of your system. Oh, we have the funniest people that listen to us, seriously. Oh, Andrew Smith is in. Awesome. So now one more person knows my poop story.
Black Spears. One more safe you got to crack.
Andrew Smith says, this was the weirdest thing to hear, joining my first Spreaker.
Had people just tuning in now. It's like, yeah, the GameHounds. You got to go check them out. It's a medical show.
All right. So what else did we not talk about on the show that we wanted to talk about? We did the Bioshock.
You started to talk about Borderlands 2 a little bit. And
right.
What made it so good? And then you went off about your ass.
My poop shoot. Yeah, okay, the Borderlands 2. The reason why I liked it, why are you laughing? It just makes me self-conscious that you have an inside joke that I know about.
No, I was just reading Jason Webb's comment. He's like, he goes, I was going to make a sandwich. Maybe not right now. Don't have any chocolate pudding either.
This is the GameHounds Diet Cast. We will wreck your appetite and you will lose weight.
Yeah.
Dr. Oz says...
Hey, speaking about crazy shit, you guys follow Jessica on Twitter? What? What?
Okay, so I'm sorry. Speaking of...
What did I do?
Speaking of crazy shit, go on.
You guys got...
The joke was inside you.
I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying.
What's that episode of South Park? I just had a brown baby boy.
Somebody's baking brownies. Why does everything in this show have to do with something going into or coming out of my ass? All right. You were saying.
Jessica Chobot. You got to follow her on Twitter.
Oh, I really?
She is. She's nasty. It's funny.
Is she?
And I've been saying that for a long time. She's got some nasty. For someone who's on TV a lot, you'd think that they'd have a little bit. You know, they wouldn't be like us.
They're totally like us.
She had a tweet.
That's something I learned, is that people in television and radio have the biggest fucking potty mouths I have ever heard in my life. They really do.
She had a tweet the other day, and it was a blog article. Somebody out your way, okay, the crazy coast.
Oh.
And they were making martinis out of semen.
Ew!
No joke. It was semen drinks. And the title of her tweet was, if you can eat their semen, why can't they eat their own semen too?
Oh, gross.
Making drinks with semen in it. And they were talking about all the garnishes they put in and everything. And the last one was a little bit of this. And doctors were saying, probably not a good idea unless you really, really know the person.
Yeah. Oh, God. Why?
And they were calling it like a splooge sangria. This blog had all these funny little names for these drinks. The spooge sangria.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh! It was.
That may have to be a bet between us that we forget. One of us has to.
Yes, that we forget.
That we forget being the operative word.
What we got?
I'll gladly make any bet as long as we forget about it.
Okay, good.
Oh, we're gonna have a spooge sangria.
Except the problem is that the listeners won't forget.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
They'll make sure we remember.
Yeah, that's right. So we have
That's
to.
perfect
that's kinda
first episode of Happy Endings.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
and now that we have happy endings, the listeners will know, because it used to be whenever it was at the end of the show, I could just take it out. Like if I didn't like something, fuck, I would just take it out. You guys didn't know that, and I edit the fuck out of you guys. I can make you say things on the podcast. You have no idea.
Yeah, I know. I do. I used to do that too.
Yeah,
Just
got to do it.
twist
you don't
things
like
around.
it, twist things around.
Yep.
So, but now that we're doing this live and doing our post show on the live, that we will have a judge, jury, and executioners present at all times.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when I was to go back and listen to the shows that we always agreed with you.
Yeah, that's true. I have taken it out. When you've been a real dick, Dave, I have taken it out.
When have I been a real dick?
Oh, I've got live files that show you being a true, oh my God, dick to me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this for Dave's sake. I'm going to take this out because you're so rude to me that
Stop.
I didn't want to have people hate you.
You've got a folder labeled Dave Dick.
Dave's
The Dave files.
called, oh my God, shut up, Dave. That's what it's called.
That's the best
That
part
should
of the
be a
show.
new segment. Oh my God, shut up,
Part of
Dave.
the show. You can't censor me. I have Second Amendment rights.
Wait, Second Amendment is guns, you dick.
Exactly. You can't take away either. Wow. Well, now I know I'm going to change my whole game plan on the show. I'm just not going to say nothing.
Oh no, don't do that.
No, if you're going to censor me, I'm just going to be vanilla.
I'm not censoring you. I'm making
I'm
you
gonna be vanilla
nicer.
ice.
I'm doing you a favor. Help me to help you. I'm
That's such
making you
politics.
lovable. That's the thing. I am making you more lovable.
Oh.
No, Black Sphere's got it right. That file is called blackmail. That's
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. Okay, so we're looking at 1 hour. Do we want to put in a commercial break? Let's put in a commercial break. What do you say? Because it's the least we can do. We're supposed to put one in for Spreaker.
No, we don't.
Well, no, but I'm actually interested to see how this commercial break feature works.
It's just the I think it's the opening. If you have an opening, right? Commercial break is just going to say you listen to Spreaker.
No, they actually sell commercials on this.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and that's the thing is that right now it's not showing a countdown timer, but when you get close, the countdown timer says, "Okay, we're going to make you do a commercial in 15 minutes, or you can hit this button and you can do the commercial whenever is the right time in your show." Then that wipes
not on the paid account.
Oh, really? Not on the paid account?
No.
Oh, maybe that's why there's no numbers up there now. Okay.
Yeah. If you got a paid account, there's no commercials.
Awesome. Okay, that's good to know.
So I mean, you can put in commercials if you want. I mean, if you
Blacksphere Void suggests a commercial for laxatives. Yes, actually, it's a commercial for water. Drink water. Water is your friend. Doesn't just make you look good; it makes you poop well. And Diet Coke doesn't count.
the more you know.
Wow, I still can't believe I've been censored all these years.
You have not been censored. Well, maybe once or twice. Just once or twice. Remember, I get to hear these things after the fact and go, "Wow, Dave's being such an asshole." So I'll tone it down just a little bit.
Edie,
Whatty?
we've talked about this.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. Stuff on the show is just stuff on the show.
Right, exactly. But I'm doing it not for me. I'm doing it for you.
People on the show know we're having a good time. Okay? Nothing's ever personal. If I'm ever mad at you or Nick, I never say it on the show.
That's right. We've
Okay.
never really been mad at each other.
No, we haven't. Maybe at Nick, like 9 or
but
10
Nick's,
times.
yeah,
but-
because Nick's an asshole.
Nick, he is. He's just not a likable guy.
No.
I can't
That's-
help it.
No, I know. It's like I was nice to you at PAX because I was like, well, you come all the way out to Boston. I'm going to be nice to you. Smiley face. Yeah, it's Nick. I like him. You know.
I don't think you should be nearly as offended at me censoring you or, cutting a few things out of the show to make you sound better as when Nick snuck up next to you. You are a very deep sleeper at PAX. That's all I can say. because you guys were sharing the
Didn't even know
room.
about that.
No, I am the lightest sleeper you will ever know. When Nick turned over in the other room, I woke up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's good to
There was
know
a-
because okay, the one time I was truly mad at you, the one time I was truly homicidal, and I'm not kidding. I was mad. I was mad enough that if you'd have been closer to me, I would have hit you. Was when you woke us up at PAX. I was so, the next probably 6 minutes of my life was filled with nothing but pure hatred for you. I wanted to kill you.
It was all in love.
I know it was all in love, and
it was all
the
for
thing
the- it
that's
was
what
all
made
for
me
the
madder.
show.
Is because you're like, you think this is funny. This is not fucking funny. Come over here. Come over here. Come
It
closer.
was all.
I don't know. When
If
we
you'd have been
listened
close
to
enough
it
for me to bite, I would have bit
before-
the shit out of you. I was so angry.
Oh,
It's
I wish I
in
wish I had known.
retrospect, it was hilarious to listen to, but at that moment, I really truly wanted to kill you.
But see, that's why it's so funny in retrospect.
'Cause we-
Because you wanted to kill him.
Well, don't just say me. You were there too. You were not happy about that either.
I wasn't about to commit murder.
I don't like to, when I get woken up in the morning, getting jolted awake, I'm a very light sleeper. So when somebody comes in screaming and gets me like that, it just literally panics the shit out of me, and it makes my adrenal glands just go, and then it wrecks me for the rest of the day. It makes me murderous. My brother used to do the same thing.
Adrenal glands do?
My brother used to do that to me when I was a kid. He would do the same thing. He thought it was hilarious, but he also knew that he needed to be in another room or, like far away. Like we'd be camping. He would be far away from me behind a tree because he knew that if he was close enough, I would hit him hard enough that I would be trying to kill him because I have no control over my body because it's literally a panic. Like somebody's attacking me. I'm going to kill you.
Come on, that was the only bad thing I did.
It was
at
the only
PAX.
bad thing you did at PAX. It was the only,
And it wasn't really bad.
that and the
No,
fart.
It wasn't like
and the fart.
I went in, anybody was in the shower. It wasn't like I threw the covers off at anybody. I went in and just from the doorway started a show.
It was funny to listen to, but not at the time. AC Wraith says, "Hey, is that Squeege? I can't remember. Is that Squeegee? That's
I don't
AC
think
Wraith.
so.
I know you told me who it was when we were at PAX because you were joining the PAX shows. And he says like Kai from Lex. Yeah, sort of like that. I there's no words. The white hot heat of 1,000 suns. I was so angry, but when I heard it later on that day, it was pretty funny.
You're like, okay, that was good.
That was good.
You would have felt bad for
right
killing
from an
both.
observer's point of view, but yeah, it's like, and that's what kind of made it funnier is because I knew how angry I was at you at that moment. Murderous. So yeah, it's the only time I've ever wanted to kill you. Truly want to kill you.
Yeah, well, that's why I kept a safe distance, and I could see the
you wisely kept a safe distance.
I could see the tail coiling up. and so I kind of left you alone. We're over to Nick, and then I backed off, and I kind of ended the Spreaker cast.
Yeah, you came over to Nick. You were very wise to go over to Nick because I was like, bring it, come on over here.
I
Come
did. I
over.
saw the
Try and
snake.
do that to me. Try and do that to me, please. Seriously, try and do that to me. I will bite you. I will bite the shit out of you.
Yeah, I know.
I would have grabbed a table lamp and just cleaned your clock if you'd have come near me.
Oh man.
Blackster Void says, Dave, next time get the guy that does the voice for Claptrap to do that for you. Oh my god, that would be even worse. Oh, I don't think it really would matter whose voice it was at that point. So yeah, happy ending show. Okay, people that are listening in the chat, good, bad, indifferent. You like it? Fun? Not fun?
They'll be way different. This was just weird. This was.
Yeah, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Less poop talk.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 100% less poop talk this time.
Yeah, this was just kind of us.
I didn't say 100%.
Okay,
Just
all right.
less.
How about 85% or more or less poop talk?
85% is good. I think that's a good amount of poop.
Okay, all right, good.
You got to have some.
Oh, hey, we have we have a code to give away. Since we're getting to the end of the show, everybody that's joined is going to join. Eruka says, I learned a lot.
It's like the episode of South Park. I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I got to try to find them. I got, oh, do you know what I got here? I got codes for Smash Muck Champions.
You do?
I do. And I had some from Frog Dice for, their Elements games.
Are they review codes or are they giveaway codes?
I think these are beta keys.
Then you don't give. I would hold off because you should check with them to see if it's okay. Because
they gave it to me at the show.
Oh, okay. If they gave it to you, show.
Yeah, if they give it away at the show.
Yeah, because I've gotten some beta keys, but they're like these are media beta keys because everything is in super early mode and we're embargoing all information.
These are not like that. I can't find my Frog Dice ones. He didn't. Maybe you got them. Did you take them?
No.
We had 5 or 6 codes for their Tower Elements and Tower Defense game.
No, I know. I don't know.
The Smash Muck ones. This is those ones they handed out at the show.
Oh, all right.
And I got a ton of them here.
Okay, we'll give out one. And then I've also got for Steam, this is going to be for Binding of Isaac.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so I have a so if any this is a on Steam. Launch Steam account, blah 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 blah. This is
first one to use it is going to be able to get it.
Yeah, this is Smash Muck Champions. This is that little
brawler
fighter adventure game that we call Chipmunk Champions.
It wasn't really a adventure game. It's more of a League of Legends, kind of a League of Legends knockoff.
Yeah, it was kind of like capture the flag type of thing. It was kind of fun.
But it's shorter. And the battles are, what do they call those?
Battles.
Domas or whatever?
And it's free. So I think you want to check out smashmuckchampions.com if you don't get the code in time. And they might have some more beta codes there. But anyway,
MOBAs, that's what they multiple online battle arena. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to give this code away right here. So if you're listening in the chat room, great. If you want to use it, great. It's for Steam for the PC and Mac. So here it is. It's 75 WJA dash FX MT8 dash ILVAK. Again, 75 WJA dash FXMT8 dash ILVAK. And that is a code for Smash Muck Champions.
Okay. And our Binding of Isaac, unfortunately, we don't have a code for it. What it is it's a game gift. So you'll be receiving it via email. So I am going to pick a number between 1 and 50. I am now writing it down. Okay, I now have my number. Everybody in our chat room right now.
69.
Pick a number between 1 and 50. That's why I picked up to 50 because I didn't want anybody using 69 because I knew everybody would. So everybody pick a number. Dave, stop it. Pick a number between 1 and 50. I have a number, close person to it.
Without going over, gets in the Showcase Showdown?
Without going over, gets in the Showplay Showdown. Okay.
Can I bid $1?
You can bid $1.
Okay.
That's sometimes the wisest thing to do if you think that everybody else has overshot the mark. Okay. AC Wright already owns it. That's good. Riveting radio. So, yeah, next week, same time, same place for the happy endings.
Probably a lot shorter than this.
Yeah, this was.
We're a little excited. We wanted to
it's
hear
our first show.
Edie's ass adventure. You know.
I hear Telltale's doing that.
That sounds like it could be a great Flash game.
What was that game about? The Xbox game where you shot the fetus across the room? We could have a game.
Oh, Baby Maker Extreme.
Yeah. We could have colon miner extreme.
Ass champion.
Doug. Dig Doug. Dig deep.
Okay, we're going to give it exactly 1 more minute for Binding of Isaac on Steam for PC. So it's 1:09. We'll go to 1:10. We'll be off at 1:15. What time do you have to go to work, Nick?
Whenever.
Isn't that a great feeling?
I got to record a rack.
Yeah, it is a great feeling.
5 minutes.
All right, so, yep, it is now 1:10. So, believe it or not, Andrew Smith nailed it on the button 37. If you want proof, I can take a picture. So, yep, 37. Andrew Smith, you are the winner. I'll contact you through Facebook, get your email, and have, I have your email because you've sent us stuff through Gmail. So I'll have Piss Boy send you the copy of, the gift copy of Binding of Isaac. Congratulations, dude. So
Nice.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, thanks, I guess. Thank you so much for listening to the happy endings. This is not going to be the last one for us. We're going to do this every Wednesday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Tell your friends. We would love to have you ask us questions and just be part of the show. You guys made it more hilarious than we would have made it.
And the dudes that were up at 3:30 a.m. listening live, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Set your clocks for sure for more shit talk.
Yeah.
Where else can
and
you get
thank you
this?
so much for the Ouijas because, it is in the middle of the night. But then again, the sun's still up in Norway right now, right? So it's 3
Sun
o'clock.
never goes down in Norway.
No, it doesn't. Sun never sets on the north.
I gotta get over it. I still wanted to see Nightwish in Finland. That was one of my bucket list things. It'll never happen, but I did want to get over to Finland to see Nightwish and a hockey game of
Why
some
would it
sort.
never happen? They're still together, aren't they?
Yeah, they're still together, but they
You can
now
still do it.
They're on like their third singer, and when they got rid of their second singer, I was just like, oh man,
And
so
apparently the sun is down in Norway.
now it's back up. It's up. It's woo.
Well, we missed it there for a second. Good Lord.
Boy, felt like I slept through the whole day.
All right, you guys, thanks so much for listening to the show, for being part of the show. This was awesome.
Yeah, check out our website, GameHounds.net.
Yep.
If you're listening on Spreaker and you haven't found our website, GameHounds.net. On Twitter, GameHounds.
Yep.
And on Facebook, The GameHounds.
And you'll hear the first half of our conversation in a couple of days, probably on Sunday, on GameHounds.net. Or if you are not signed up on iTunes, please do so, because actually it's really good. And if you've never left us feedback on iTunes, can we ask you to go do that? Just tell people what you really think of us. Honestly, we always encourage honesty.
No, just lie and say good things.
Yeah, lie. You're right. Lie and say good things about us. So
There's nothing wrong with lying.
To you two, and also to everybody in the chat room, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye. Now, how do I turn this off? Fuck. All right, no, seriously, I'm turning it off. It's going. It's now. I'm turning it off now, right now.